Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's me, the Mysterious Cameraman, and today I'm talking about Marvel's Eternals. There are a lot of things about this film, and it is definitely the most controversial Marvel film ever. By the time this script was written, it got 78 audience score and 47 on Rotten Tomatoes. This was a very different type of MCU film, and it dealt a lot of personal meanings in the story compared to some other Marvel films when it's really about the overarching plot. This movie was released on Disney Plus on January 12th, 2022, but it was originally released on November 5th, 2021. But I first saw it on Disney Plus on January. Personally, I think the editing is the best part of this film. And there's other parts of this film that I am very excited to talk about. Without anything else to say, let's get right into this review. I really like the characters in this film, and yeah, I'm going to just talk about them a bit. Sersi was a really good character, and the character was written well, and the CG powers were done good. Personally, I did not like Ikaris and him turning on his friends. I think it's sometimes good for other movies, but for an MCU film to go this route, it didn't make sense, but the powers again look good. Ajak is bad because she's dead the entire film, and it tries to make us believe that with these flashbacks to care for her. Sprite is acted well, but not written that good. The powers are, again, good in the CG aspect. Personally, I don't like Phastos, and he doesn't have a story. And it's weird because you have no reason to really care for Phastos. Athena is a good character, and I really like how it ties into Athena. Gilgamesh has super strength and is written really well. It's one of the best characters in the film, and again, the CG looked good. Makkari is the best character in the film because it has the best speedster editing ever in any show or movie. And the best scene in the film is when Makkari runs in a circle because it's from The Flash Season 1, and that is the best show of all time. Season 1, of course. Druig has interesting powers and is acted well. And finally, Kingo is the comic relief, but does a decent job at it, not terrible. The plot of this film is wacky and confusing. I really like it though. A big problem that I have about this film is the villains, because the Deviants are there for the first half, and then a weird one, Crow, shows up for the final battle. As for the Celestials, it isn't apparent that they're a villain until the very end, and they aren't even trying to be. Ikaris was a good hero and a really bad villain. More than half of the film is the Eternals getting together, which I think is a cool route, because I think it is more interesting than just gathering all the characters for movies like Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy. This really lets all the characters to be able to see where they're coming from. This movie is not like other movies where the characters are strong. This movie is not like other movies when characters are strong so they are heroes. They are forced together again, they know each other already. The characters work really well together, even in scenes that they shouldn't be. The actors are portraying each character with a great job and are really suited for all the characters. And the characters are really easy to connect with, at least some of them. Some parts that I don't like are some of the flashbacks, because I feel it just confuses you. And I will admit that the dialogue is bad. A second thing is changes their motives. I also hate that Sprite has a crush on Ikaris, because it just ruins the character of Sprite and just joins his side because of love. It doesn't make sense. He doesn't need her help, but she just joins him for absolutely no reason, and she's willing to leave all her memories behind for no reason. All these plots are really crazy and just not executed well, because I think if they stuck with a bit less time on gathering the characters, they have half the cast already together, end with Makkari, have this fight the Deviants, fully get rid of the Deviant plot, and then fight the Celestials. Maybe if Ikaris has to go bad, fine. It's still a way better plot. And some of the behind the scenes thing, the casting is done well. None of the actors are doing a bad job. And Chloe Zhao does an amazing job making this film a reality. The editing and a lot of the stuff that she did for this film is good. Gemma Chan and Richard Madden do a great job as Sersi and Ikaris. Lauren Ridloff and Don Lee also do a great job as Makkari and Gilgamesh. Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek have great performances throughout the film. The music in this film is really good, and it feels elegant in a way, and it's a good music. And I feel like something I've noticed lately with the MCU is it's not like in 2008 where it's like we can get one theme for the hero, and besides that just use copyrighted songs. Like, they actually realize they have to do good things. Like in Shang-Chi, they actually had multiple new songs, which is something I found really interesting. The editing is so different from any other Marvel film, which I really like, because yeah, I just think the editing is done really well. And the costumes as well are not great, not terrible. The costumes could be done better, but, well, like, they're simple, yet I do think they fit the Eternals, so it does feel like a uniform appearance. And I think that is something that this film did well, but not other films I don't think could pull off. And again, the editing looks so good. All the characters have unique editing, and I think that's something that this film needed to do well. Even with its flaws, I think this movie is good, and I wouldn't rate it top 5 or better than No Way Home or Shang-Chi. But I think I could argue it better than films like Black Widow and Captain Marvel. This year, MCU has released 9 things, and I'd say this is maybe 7th, because the worst is Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, then this, then maybe Black Widow in front of it, maybe 6th even, I don't know, they're interchangeable. 5 What If, 4 Hawkeye, 3 maybe Shang-Chi, 2 Loki, 1 No Way Home, but that's just me. And I think this film doesn't get the respect it deserves. I feel like this is the last Jedi of, like, Marvel if you're a Star Wars fan, and, like, this couldn't really become good after a few years of doing it. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. Yeah, this is definitely longer than the Amazing Spider-Man review. If you want to see more reviews, good, yeah, and please make sure to like and subscribe. Bye.